What's going on, you guys? It's your man James, aka JP, back again with another toy room review, and today we're taking a look at the brand new Diamond Select Avatar The Last Airbender Fire Lord Ozai figure. Now, you guys know that I'm a huge Avatar fan, so I'm very excited to go ahead and take a look at this figure. In the last video, we took a look at the brand new Toph figure, and I absolutely love that one, so I hope that this Ozai figure is just as good. The packaging is the same on here. It's pretty standard. The only really cool feature on the packaging, as you can see all the nation symbols right here, which is a very nice touch, and I really do like that. But going ahead and zooming out, the rest of the packaging is pretty standard, pretty basic. So you got an open window on this side. On this side, you can see obviously Toph and Ozai are from this wave, and then you can see the other figures from Diamond Select that I've already taken a look at all of Series 1, and I never ended up doing reviews for Series 2, and I only have Azula out of Series 2. I never found that Aang figure. And then coming to the side, another open window. So the packaging's pretty basic, but that's pretty much it for the packaging. Let's go ahead and get Ozai out of the packaging and take a closer detailed look at him. Alright, you guys, and here is Ozai out of the packaging. Now, before we take a look at him, I want to take a look at the accessories that he comes with, and he only comes with one accessory, two technically if you include the base that he comes with, but other than the base, he comes with this really cool looking blast effect, and I really like it. It's just really big and has this very nice shading to it. You can see it goes from like a yellowish orange over here to a more darker orange and then to a deeper red, and it just looks really cool as the light hits it, and just the colors kind of just shift through it. It's just a really cool looking effect, and it's sculpted very nicely as well, so I really do like that. And then it's attached to the hand right here in a fist form, so you have this really cool fire blast effect coming out right here. And then going into the actual figure itself, let's just angle the camera a little bit so we can get a closer look. And I'm going to go ahead and take him out of the base. Now, he actually doesn't really need the base to stand up because he stands up pretty well on his own, but the base is included if you did want to use it. But anyways, putting the base to the side and getting into the actual figure right here. So this is a really cool head sculpt right here. I really like it. This is obviously Ozai in the final battle with Aang, and the only thing about this basic figure that sucks is because the way the hair is sculpted to make it look like he's flying and everything, you really do lose out, because with the deluxe figure, I believe you get like a flight stand that comes with it, and you can even see a little port right here in the back to actually make it look like he's flying, which is what this sculpt and this head sculpt and pose and everything is meant for. So that really does suck, not having that flight stand to really have him on the shelf just hovering like he should be with his hair flowing in the wind. But other than that, I think the figure looks really good, and I'll just angle the camera just a little bit more. But yeah, the figure looks really good. This head sculpt is awesome. I wish there was some kind of fire breathing effect right here so you can get that really cool scene from the show. I don't know if the deluxe figure comes with it, but I really like this head sculpt right here. Especially that mouth. You can see the mouth is open. You can even see the teeth in there, so that looks really cool. And then of course you have the hair, like I mentioned before, just nice flowing, really cool, all just wild and all over the place. I have this weird, like, I don't know if you guys can see it, like a crack in the plastic, and I have a couple other cracks throughout the figure as well. It's not a big deal, it's just something I noticed. But coming down to the rest of the figure, it is pretty basic because he's not wearing a shirt or anything, but the muscles are sculpted very nicely. You can see some armbands right here, and coming to the back, again, you get some nice sculpted muscles, and again, that port right there for a flight stand. And then the standard hands that he comes with are just fisted hands, as you can see right there, and right here as well. And coming down to the pants, they are just brown, but again, great sculpting in there as well. And the back, same thing, just brown. And then coming to the actual legs and the feet right there, you can see they're just standard black with a little brown strip right there, and no shoes. So now, as far as articulation, he is a little stiff, I will say. Not like the figure is stiff, but he just doesn't have as good articulation as some of the other figures. So the head can move down quite a bit, and I did forget to mention this goatee is kind of like a softer piece, but you can move the head down. It doesn't really move back so much because of all this hair back here that kind of hinders it, and you can move it left and right, but again, the hair is going to kind of hinder it, so as you start going to the right or left, he kind of starts going at an angle because of the hair, and you do get a little bit of a tilt as well, so that is really nice. Now, you don't have anything in the torso, no ab crunch, and no rotation really. I mean, there's a little bit, but you're not really getting much out of it. Now, as far as the arms, they are a little stiff. You can do a full 360 though, and he only has a single joint right here at the elbow, so it still bends in a pretty decent amount, but it would have been nice to see double joints, but you only do have a single joint right there. And then coming to the actual wrist right here, it can go ahead, if we can focus, There we go. So it can bend in forward and back and swivel side to side. And then the legs have actually pretty decent articulation. So he can do almost a full split right there, which is very nice. And he can kick forward quite a bit and kick back about the same amount. He has a rotation right here at the upper thigh, and he has, these are really stiff, and I do want to heat them up before I bend them anymore, but he does have double jointed knees, but like I said, I can see like the plastic kind of stressing as I try and bend it, so I do need to heat this up with a dryer, hair dryer, just to be safe. Anyways, coming down here, you don't have any rotation here, but you do have nice foot movement. I mean, these feet, look at that. That's about as far as you can get for a figure, and I mean, yeah, great range of motion at the feet, great ankle pivot. So the feet have really good articulation. The rest of the figure is just okay, not horrible, but not the best. So let's go ahead and swap out his hand for his fire blasting hand right here. So we're just going to give this a little tug, and that should pop right out like so. And then we'll take the fire blasting hand and get the camera to focus. There we go. So we'll just port the fire blasting hand in like so, and now you have Ozai with his fire blasting effect right here. So it looks really cool. It would be nice to have some other like fire effects with him, and again, this is just a standard basic Walgreens figure. Now I know there are the deluxe versions, but it would just me thinking about it, I kind of wish I did get that deluxe version. It would just be nice to have those fire effects, have him floating in the air with that flight stand. Just this simple blast effect alone, it looks okay. It is a little heavy, as you can see. His hand just kind of droops down right there. Let me see if I can get his, oh yeah, look at that. The wrist is just like completely like snapping backwards, but we can get a little bit of I don't know, it looks okay. It's just very heavy, so the only way you're really going to be able to display it is kind of upwards like this. So if you're trying to get maybe like a straight on movement, you can probably get it, but the arm does droop down ever so slightly, so you can see what that looks like right there. But you know, it still looks decent. I do like it. I would have preferred a fire breathing effect over this fireball right here, but either way, still really, really cool. Now let's go ahead and get into a comparison with some of the other Avatar figures from this wave and wave 1. Alright you guys, and here is Firelord Ozai standing next to Toph and Aang. Now, all of these look really, really good next to each other. I really love how big and massive Ozai is compared to Aang and Toph, as he should be, because he was an adult and they were just kids. I still feel like Toph is just maybe slightly a little too tall. I feel like she should maybe just be just a little bit shorter. I feel like she's a little too close in height to Aang, but either way, they look really, really great next to each other, and I can't wait to have all of them on the shelf together. Now, I really do wish we got some kind of better effect with Ozai, because with Toph, which is from the same wave, her effects are probably some of my favorite effects so far that we've gotten out of the Diamond Select Avatar line, and it would have just been really nice to see something better from Ozai other than this fireball. Now, I really do like the fireball, and it looks very nice as I get the light out of the frame. It's sculpted nice, and it has really nice like paintwork and illumination when the light hits it and all that, but just to have it on the fist, it doesn't really work too well because it is very top heavy. So that is just, it kind of sucks for me in that aspect. And it's very similar to the effect that we got with Zuko as well. So it would have been nice just to see something slightly different. I think the fire breathing effect definitely would have been the way to go. Alright you guys, so there's my review of the brand new Diamond Select Firelord Ozai figure. Now overall, I don't know, this figure is kind of bittersweet. It looks very nice. I love the way that the hair is sculpted, and the angry facial expression with the mouth open I think looks absolutely incredible. And I do think that the fire effect also looks really nice. I really love that translucent plastic, how it fades from a yellow into an orange into a red. I think that looks very nice, but the execution of the actual effect, it kind of sucks because it's so heavy that the only way you can pose it is kind of the way that I have it now. If you try and pose it any other way, the wrist definitely kind of starts to droop down, and the arm starts to droop down a little bit as well. Now, overall, the articulation is just okay on this figure. Would have been nice to see some double jointed elbows, but we don't get that. But I do love how massive the figure is. The figure is huge, and it towers over Aang as it properly should, so I am a really big fan of that. And I like that he actually stands up on his own and doesn't really need the base, because some of the other Avatar figures really won't stand up without the base, so I do like seeing that. So, I don't know, overall it's just an okay figure. Not bad by any means, but definitely didn't didn't blow me away, especially the way that Toph did with her earth effects. I think those effects are just absolutely incredible. So that's pretty much it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Share this video with your friends, and be sure to check out all of my other Avatar videos that should be popping up on the screen for you to click on in any second. And also be sure to follow me on Instagram. That link's in the description down below. So I'm going to go ahead and get on out of here. As always, guys, stay tuned for more, and I'll see you guys next time.